Hello and welcome to E-Magazine. I'm your host, Brenda Nyamichaba. In today's world, cosmetics have become a growing demand and has led to the growth of many beauty products and entrepreneurship happening in the makeup business. Indeed, the Kenyan business in Kenya is booming, and with the help of social media, beauty online stores, as well as fashion blogs, beauty has become an everyday trend. Now, according to market research from Eurometer International, the beauty industry in the Middle East and Africa was estimated at about $20.4 billion in 2011. And of these figures, South Africa alone represented $3.9 million. Nigeria and Kenya are second and third among the sub-Saharan nations, with Kenya's market totaling more than $260 million, outlining a positive outlook for African cosmetics in the coming years. Joining me in studio today to help me put the makeup business in Kenya into clear perspective is veteran makeup artist Willie Collins. Welcome to Metropol Studios.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining me today.
I'm glad to be here.
Yes. So tell me, Collins, how long have you been in the makeup industry for?
5 years now. This is going to be my 6th. Wow, I have lived.
Yes, you have. That is a long time. And throughout your 6 years in the makeup industry in Kenya, what's been your experience?
I love it. I love it. I love it. I mean, for me, it's been steady growth from the moment I started 2014, January. I love it. I can't complain much.
No challenges you faced?
There have been plenty of challenges. Booking clients is one, especially as a guy when you come in. The older generation is a bit hesitant. They are thinking, wole funzo na nani kufanya makeup.
Yes, I'm actually glad you mentioned that's something I'll come to later on. But I just wanted to know, as a makeup artist in the Kenyan industry, like, what is your opinion about the makeup industry from when you started to where it is right now?
Well, there has been tremendous growth. The fact that we have more people aware of the products to use and more brands that are in the market, really. Because when we started, we didn't have brands. We didn't have many brands. And the ones that you knew were not easily available. Now, a brand like MAC has about 6 stores and more opening. When I started, they had only 1. I mean, there's growth. I am so happy.
There's so many brands coming into Kenya.
Yes.
And do you think, you know, these brands, these international brands, use you makeup artists as a marketing tool to get their products out there?
They do, but I think it's a domino effect. Not that they come directly to us, but you see the fact that they are shown. The moment we land here, the veterans in the business will go for them.
Yeah.
And then you see it's a domino effect. It goes down to now I do your makeup, then Brenda's like, I want MAC now because you used it on me. Yes, so they never say it, but we all know it's in their marketing books.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, there's one thing I've noticed about, you know, makeup in Kenya, that a lot of clients tend to, you know, go for products that are internationally made, like MAC, like Maybelline, and not so much for Kenyan products. And yet we have so many products being launched in Kenya, like Huda Cosmetics, John Kinuthia. Why do you think clients tend to prefer foreign products as compared to local made products?
Brand image, and everybody wants something that has been tried and tested. So the issue with these new brands, Kenyan brands, they're really good, but look at the marketing. Although it would be unfair for me to compare them with a brand that has been there since I was a child, but you see, the market doesn't care. I want to compare my Suzy Beauty foundation to my MAC foundation, and you see, Suzy needs time, you know, then again the money, you know, to process. This stuff doesn't come cheap. Okay. Yeah, and you see clients shop on other people's faces. The fact that we don't have so many people using the new brands, and we have so many people using the other international brands, you're more likely to use the brands that you've seen other people use. So they're getting there. They're not there yet, but they're getting there.
So do you think influencers don't, you know, promote Kenyan products as much? Because one thing for a fact is influencers are the for clients to different products. Makeup artists. So do you think the lack of influence supporting local products is another reason as to why? Major reason. Wow.
Because look at Huda, and she's done such a great marketing campaign by herself.
She
Yeah,
has
but
them
see,
by
her
herself.
platform is definitely bigger than so many other brands combined.
Yeah, like I feel like Susie Beauty has been there for a long time. We
Yes.
know it very well.
Yes.
But I don't think in the market it sells as much.
But well, they do good but that's for the darker shades.
Okay.
Because they have the darkest foundation I've ever seen.
All right. So they
that's
accommodate the
amazing.
dark skin girls.
Yes.
All right.
That's amazing. I like that about them. But now my issue is the marketing. They need to reach the common Mwananchi.
Okay.
Yes.
So the makeup industry is competitive in Kenya, right?
Really,
How do
totally.
you stand out as, you know, Collins, as Willie Collins, this is my brand. How do you stand out from the rest? Because it's very competitive. So
Now, I keep saying in our business, you're only as good as your last job. And sadly, okay, not sadly, really, it's a fact. One thing I have learned, people book your personality, not your skill.
it's a personality.
Yes.
Okay, okay. So you just have to have the best services as a makeup artist.
Yes, and you have to have a a sunny side up personality. You can be there gloomy and all, and you're this close to a client's face, and you stink of garlic, and alcohol.
So personality comes first.
Yes.
Is there
then
another
skill,
point?
Skill you work on later. Oh, and your scent.
Yeah. Oh, wow, these are new points. I'm actually really liking this point.
Yes, the skill comes third.
Okay, okay.
Yes.
So when you first got into, doing makeup as a business, were you a freelance? Did you get hired by the different, branches like MAC who branch into African, markets? So were you freelance or you just worked for a certain company?
Oh, when I started, I was, #desperate.
You were searching for a job.
Yes, I was in school and I kept trainer, teacher Mary, that I really want to grow. I don't know what to do with my life because I was in media school. Then we took a semester break, and when we took a break, I knew if I go sit at home,
you won't finish.
Emotionally I will be done. I will not have any. My emotional bank will be empty. I won't be able to return to school. So I went did media makeup. Then from there, even before I graduated, I hope they don't fire me. My teacher asked me to go work at the Standard Group.
Wow.
Even before I graduated, she was like, "I believe in you. I want you to go."
Okay, so
I
you
never actually got to do my
ventured
exam.
into doing makeup for media personalities.
Yes, we see. I was on break from media school. I never went back. So from the Standard Group in 2014, it's been
an amazing experience.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So I never really started as freelance. I started with a job. So that's where my luck kicks in because starting freelance is tough. You stretch yourself too thin. Your own marketer, you're your own driver, you're your own, trainer. It's too much too soon.
And have you ventured into freelance at some point in your life?
Yes, for the past 2 years.
Wow. And how did you set your prices as a makeup artist?
When I started, it was 500 bob. You see, that was back 2014,
2014, when they really didn't understand the purpose of makeup at that time.
And then again, products were like 100 bob. You could get foundation for 100 bob. Nowadays, you're buying foundation for, Estee Lauder foundation is like $69.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Makeup is very expensive.
Yes,
it's an expensive business.
But then the beauty of it, see, each price comes with its own benefits. Like that $69 foundation sits longer than a celebrity marriage.
Yes.
It lasts more than 6 months.
So when you went from 500 as your first gig,
yes,
then I'm sure as you build your brand, how did you now set that process?
For me, it's been, this is why I keep thanking all my clients in my posts, because for me, it's been help. How do I put it? Like my clients have held my hand all through.
Okay.
Yes. I've had clients who are quote 500 bob for when I started. They're like, no, you need Uber money.
You need more.
Yes.
This is not enough for you.
Yes, so I'm giving you 2, but then I want that to be a price from now. I've had career parents. I am so grateful.
That's
so for me, it's been
amazing.
the help. I can't rely on my skill really, or as much as I've built it through YouTube, through practice.
Yeah.
I can't necessarily, I can't be selfish and say that it's only my skill that's gotten me there. Clients have really helped me a lot. Yes.
And so you mentioned that you were in media school before.
Yes.
So makeup wasn't something you decided to get into just like a dream job or?
No, I always wanted to work for a magazine.
How did you know you were good at that?
I never knew I was good. My teacher had to hold my hand to do eyebrows until I got to KTN and they believed in me and you see you grow from there. you start with day one, then the director calls and they're like, oh, fire him. Then the anchor is like, no, let's do tomorrow. So they're like, okay, fire him. See, it starts from a shout, fire him to fire him. Okay, you can keep him. Okay, it's okay, it's been a month.
Now, tell me about the marketing tools you use for yourself as a makeup artist to get your work out there. Apart from, obviously, I'm sure you had clients and you got referrals. You know, there's this makeup artist, Willie Collins, I know. What other marketing tools do you use to just put your brand out there?
When I worked in a beauty store at the mall, I remember, I think that's where we met.
Yes.
One thing I learned from the Mac store is the show and tell sales technique. With makeup, you can just tell. You have to show and tell, and you can't just show. I can't just show you foundation. Hey, I have to show you how it looks on your skin. So that's one thing I learned. So from that moment, I've been doing makeup on clients. Like if you ask me about your shades of lipsticks, I will open my bag and show you. So there's Instagram, then there's a show and tell.
Okay.
Yeah, because that's really important.
And which one has worked so well for you? Like I know social media is really big right now.
Yeah.
And you know, you find a lot of makeup artists, you know, doing photo shoots, collaborations with different photographers.
Yeah.
But which one has worked for you? You'd say it's actually put effort in the terms of the clients you get and the money you make.
I'll tell you for a fact, it's been networking. Ile niliambiwa na nani, those are the clients I get a lot.
Okay, okay.
Some don't even know you on Instagram. Some don't even know what Instagram is.
They don't know you, but they just know of your work.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, I want to talk about counterfeit products, because I know this is something it's big in the makeup industry in terms of, you know, people don't understand the difference between a counterfeit product and a good product. So in your experience, what do you think should be the kind of education people should put out there when it comes to counterfeit products in order for a client like me to understand the difference between a mark and a mark that's not real?
I think the most they can do is what they're already doing, give samples. But now what they need to do is get information out there that you can go to a store and get your foundation tested. Because anybody who has seen fake mark and real mark can tell you there's a major difference.
Oh, wow.
Yes, so testing, really. Just go to the streets, have a desk, direct traffic to the store. I mean, it will cost you money, but it's easier than a billboard, which is a huge gamble, especially for makeup. Nobody's buying makeup because I saw it on a billboard. I want something I tested or I had a friend has tested.
Or someone has tasted it. So how do you deal with this downfalls? Because I know for a fact you'll find your clients, they feel like, oh, there's a certain product, I don't trust it. How do you deal with that?
You have to listen to them.
How do you make them trust the products you're using?
You have to maybe you have to really work hard, but emotionally, not physically.
Yeah, okay.
Show them pictures of someone else you've done makeup on using the products, show them reviews online. Maybe let them try. If you have your own products, I'm okay with using your own. I mean, I don't take it personal. So really, it depends on what the client wants. Because some say no, they don't want even that foundation. And I can't live without foundation. I mean, you're paying for the makeup.
Wow. So
I might as well use your own.
Do you think the issue of counterfeit products kind of affects the growth of, the cosmetic industry in Kenya?
Yes. It does both positively and negatively, because you see it takes a big chunk of the profits from the original products. But think about it, the fact that we have a large number of Kenyans going for the counterfeit, it means if that brand works harder and gets a more affordable range, they can reach that woman. It means that woman is making effort, the woman who's going downtown for the product. So if she could just find the original product at a better price, she would totally become a client.
Wow. Yeah. Makes a lot of sense to me. So, Collins, tell me, you work in the media industry in terms of the individuals who do makeup on. Yeah. Is there a specific reason why you chose that area? Apart from, your teacher introducing you to that first job. Yeah. Is there a reason why? Because I know there are many areas that attract makeup artists, but for you specifically, why the media industry?
It's strange. I always wanted to be in the media, radio and TV. My mom always said I was a good talker as a child. I'm like, stop it. Get me a radio job.
So you're like, this is my
Yes. So you see, I was in media school. When we took a break, I wanted to find something easy for a month that I could do in relation to media. Then I went to media makeup. I'm like,
okay. I
actually like this. Then I fell in love with magazine photography. You watch shows like Top Model. You see them doing the photo shoot. You're like, wow.
So are you into doing fashion makeup?
Yes, I am. Anything to do with the media, really,
Okay.
but not special effects. It's too much.
Do you think the media industry, in terms of doing makeup, is more profitable than any other industry, like weddings? Weddings
Not the
are
bridal is
big,
more
big.
profitable.
Really?
Yeah, but I feel like for me, the media, my inner child is still crying for that media,
Okay.
path.
Yes.
So I'm staying within, zero
Okay.
grazing. Just
Now
within the media.
I want to talk figures a bit.
Yes.
Because I'm really eager to know. Take for example a wedding event. How much can a makeup artist charge for a wedding event?
Well, for me, I charge, that's $200 for the bride for a day.
Oh.
But then
okay.
there's some who charge up to $400.
Wow. So for example, you do the bride and the bridesmaid.
That's like $40 or $45 each. Some people have up to, in short, you can make up to $500 in one wedding.
Just like that?
Yes.
And in a year, how much can you make?
Wow. Let's assume it's 500 times,
Yeah, okay, fine. I'm getting where you're going with these numbers.
I have to calculate.
Well, I'm really loving our conversation, but I want to take like a short commercial break. And when we come back, we'll look more into what it really means to be in the makeup industry in Kenya. So we'll be right back with more. Now, before I take a short commercial break, we were in deep discussion with Willie Collins, who's a makeup artist in Kenya, and he's been in that industry for 6 years, and we were discussing about what it really takes to be a makeup artist in this industry and how to flourish your business within the Kenyan market. Welcome back.
Thank you.
How are you doing?
Not bad at all.
So I just want to jump straight into talking about the kind of investments you put in for yourself to build your business, your makeup business, in terms of how much is a makeup kit, how much can photo shoots end up being for someone who's even starting out?
Oh,
why that face? That was that cringing face.
Because it depends. You see, there are brands that sell their powders for like $45. You know this. So you see, I have to get like 10 shades.
Okay.
So I was counting the other day, realized to have a full MAC kit, you need about 500,000 Kenya shillings.
Wow.
But now for a starter brand, that's like, okay, starter is the wrong word, a more affordable brand.
More affordable.
Like Black Opal and Maybelline.
And how much is that? Like 1,000 Kenyan shillings or more?
Yes, for the foundation is like 1,000 shillings. So you need about 30,000 to fill the kit.
30,000.
Yeah, so that's not so bad.
Wow. So
But then you can make that in a shoot in a day.
in a day, that's the same amount of money. So you're going to get your value addition at the end of the day when you buy
Yes,
these
because for a
products.
one-person shoot, a full day shoot, you can charge anything from 15 to 30.
Okay,
Mostly
wow.
20, yes.
So when you first bought your products, which brand did you go for and how much did that cost you?
It's strange, when I started, I didn't buy products. Susie Beauty was my employer then.
Okay.
She gave me
so
everything.
you've had serious experience.
Oh, I have been around. Not in a Kardashian kind of way.
Yeah. So Susie Beauty kind of mentored you in a way.
Yes, she did.
Wow.
She gave me a career.
That's
that I can say.
amazing.
Yeah.
And you talked about how the makeup industry in Kenya has evolved over the years. But obviously there are some effects, some negative effects in the makeup industry that is taking place right now. In order that's the reason as to why we haven't really reached the level of the makeup industry in the global space. So what do you think the makeup industry in Kenya is not doing right?
I think we don't have enough information. We need more proper beauty schools.
Okay.
We need to offer it as a school. Like, why are we offering chemistry in school? We're not offering stuff that people can make money out of. Why are we not doing business, home science, housekeeping? Study
there's a gap
mixology. You
in
can
that area.
you can open a cafe after open a cafeteria after school. Like, I believe that our curriculum does not support the creative art as much as it should.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so that's why we are getting lost in there.
Neglected.
Yes.
Do you think it's because the government does not really see or does not highlight this as a major
Yeah, for them it's not
contributor
major.
to the economy?
Yes. But now they're getting there. I mean, look at them. They're taxing the cosmetic products more. They're wishing, in this moment, they're wishing they really invested in it because they would make so much tax money from us. Yeah.
Do you think that they'll reach a point where our products will be now, you know, sold nationwide and just not, you know, like, is there a point our products are going to be globally sold to other people rather than just, you know, us buying it?
I think we're getting there because back when Lupita did back when Lupita did the movie, do you know the lipstick she wore, the Susie Beauty lipstick she wore to her first TV interview? It sold out everywhere.
Wow.
We were out for over 6 months. Orders were everywhere. So this is why I keep saying it's just there's a disconnect between the product and the masses. In between, it's getting lost because the influencers also don't have information. Yeah.
Okay. So if, for example, I was to try to get into the makeup industry and not necessarily be a makeup artist, but have my own cosmetic line like some of a lot of influencers in Kenya are doing right now, what product would be the most legit to go for that will guarantee sales in this Kenyan market?
I would say a brow pencil because everybody's about their brows. A mascara because every woman, 9 out of 10 women on the streets has mascara on. A gloss, because gloss sells faster than lipstick. And if you're doing lipstick, please go for a red. Because people are not afraid to try the red.
Sorry, a lipstick, a gloss?
Yes.
Brow pencil?
A brow pencil, a waterproof one. Yes.
Do you think it's good to, when you come into the market with such products, to have a fair price? Because I've seen, for example, you know, John Kinuthia's line that just launched the other day. A lot of girls, you know, who are in that space of, you know, they love makeup, complained about the pricing so much. What are your thoughts on that?
It makes sense because her audience is probably not willing to pay that much for, you know, for her products.
Yeah.
Now, this is why I keep speaking of the disconnect. The people who can afford her products, she has not come to sell to you.
I love how you just pointed me out.
I don't blame her though, because you see, she has to make money to even get. She has to, for a media tour, you have to pay money to a PR company.
But was that a right move? Knowing how the Kenyan, you know, industry is in terms of when it comes to makeup, not a lot of girls are going to spend so much money on makeup.
It depends on your vision. For me, I will tell you this for a fact. If I want to start a makeup line, I would partner with someone. I'd rather partner with someone, write on someone else's name than start my own. Because now you see, the moment I open Willie Collins Cosmetics, I have to first inform the masses who Collins is. Then you have to inform them about the products you're selling. See, that's double work. Meanwhile, another brand that's working is already getting to the top real quick.
So basically, you do the same situation as Kylie Cosmetics and how Jordan had a collab with Kylie. So you just write on something that's really flourishing.
Just approach. See, Caroline Mutoko did a nice deal with Pauline Cosmetics.
Yes, she did actually.
Smart woman, because now you don't have to go to China and find your own chemist and, you know, packaging. The mess.
So what would be the ideal pricing for such a product when it's new in the market?
In my opinion, if the brand was mine, I would target the poor people. And I'm using the name poor loosely because I want the people who think they are poor. The people are like, I just pay 600 bob. It's okay. Anything more than 1,000, I can't. But you see, what they don't realize is they're buying 600 bob every month. So they have money. They're not as broke as they think they are, but the fact that they think they're poor, well, let me treat them like they're poor.
Yeah.
But one thing I've learned from watching all these business shows, Celebrity Apprentice and everything, if you want to make good money, invest in the poor. So if I start a line, most of my products will be below 2,000. 2,000.
Well, that's a good price. Do you think also when you make your product very little money, that's also a turn off for customers because they'll be like, oh, is this really legit?
Sure is.
Wow.
But no, this is the thing I was thinking. If you want to make good business and catch both ends of the, you know, business, you know, community, if it's a foundation line, I should have one for like $40 and another for $10.
Okay.
Most brands do that. Yeah. Like look at L'Oreal. They have Maybelline on the lower end. I mean,
they really have, I'd say, they target each and every class, from medium to higher to lower, and I feel like that's something we might not be doing enough.
Yeah, there's a lot we should learn from L'Oreal.
Okay. Yeah. So you tell me, what else do you think, actually, why do you think that the makeup business in Kenya is booming so well? That's one thing I did not ask you in the beginning. Yes, it's booming, but from your experience, the 6 years you've been in the makeup industry, why do you think it is on the level it is right now?
I think people are expressing creativity because Africans are super creative. I mean, it comes from our forefathers,
Yeah,
really. They used to do was it called ochre or ochre? I don't know. The red paint.
Yes.
They used to do that. So from way back, look at the traditional communities that have not really been westernized. They do the body scarring and stuff like that. I mean, it's just an extension of our forefathers, but modernized.
Yeah.
So I think now we have more information and the products are available, so people are willing to experiment.
Start a business and experiment from it. When you get into this business industry for makeup, what are some of the things you should consider before penetrating into that market and wanting to start a profitable business?
You've got to understand you want to make money instantly. You've got to understand it takes time. This is a service business. It takes time. Like I said, it's more, the people buy the personality, not the skill.
Okay.
You could be the best, but if people don't know you, they're still hesitant. So you have to work. You've got to be good with people. Your people skills have got to be on point. And I'm glad before I quit media school, the last unit I did was communication skills.
Okay, so communication skills are very important.
Totally important.
I'll note that communication skills, your character. So if I'm not funny, I'm definitely not going to get any clients.
No, I'm not trying to have someone boring this close to my face for an hour.
I'll put that into consideration. What else? What do you think are some of the cons and the pros of starting a makeup business industry right now?
Well, right now the market is flooded-ish. I mean, there's still room for more, but already Kenyans are too busy. I mean, we have to pay our KCB and M-Pesa loans. Yeah. We have to pay rent, help in Atungoja.
Yes.
You see, there's too much to absorb, and then there's traffic. Yes, then traffic on the roads, for real. Then I can't be thinking, so today I'm supposed to use Mac. Tomorrow you told me about Estee Lauder. Then now there's Black Opal. I'm like, first of all, I got kids.
Yeah.
I feel like Kenyans are too busy.
Okay.
So this is not, I mean, when you get, there'll never be a good time to start, but when you get in right now, don't expect quick money and expect to work extra hard, harder than people like Susie Beauty started.
Yes.
Because Susie at least has had, the time to sharpen her teeth. Now, if you go in now and the market is tougher, and now you see people you can order something on DHL. Your Fenty foundation will be here in like 3 days, 2 days. So we don't have to come buy at your shop down here. You see, you have to work extra hard.
Extra hard.
Yeah.
So you have to put in a lot of sweat.
Yes.
Well, you've just told me about the cons and not the pros, and yet you're in this industry for 6 years.
No, I mean, manufacturing of products right now, wow, you have to be very careful getting in.
And how do you get the right people to manufacture these products for you? How accessible are they?
It's just a gamble, really. You have to take so many trips to these symposiums and expos. You've got to bring the products home, try them on all your friends. Anybody with a reaction, I mean, you can't sue me, but at least point noted.
Yeah. So is this you have to do research? Because you told me you're trying to start your makeup company yourself.
Yes, I'm trying in my head.
Not yet. You haven't put it on paper.
Yes. Okay, it's on paper, but it will take me like 3 years, 4 years even.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, Collins, I just want to wrap up our conversation by anyone who wants to get into this business, what kind of advice would you give them?
I'd say start now, because the journey is rougher now than when we started. There's more competition. One thing my mother always said, there's always someone willing to do more than you are doing for less than you're asking. So if you go in right now, don't necessarily go with money in mind.
Okay.
Meet as many people as you can, because one thing I like about women and most of my clients, they will always tell another woman to tell another woman. Yes. It's a domino effect, really.
So is it like a family in time, or you have a networking ground in the makeup industry that allows you guys to, network, push your products up to different individuals? Does that exist?
Not really.
Really?
No.
So how do you guys, don't you have different platforms or even organizations that bring you guys together? Nothing
there are
like that exists in that
platforms,
industry
but
at
the
all.
platform, I mean, Facebook groups.
Okay.
And
Okay.
we see that's not reaching the common mwananchi.
All right. All right.
We need like a union or something. You know?
Maybe you could be the person who starts it.
Yes,
Have you considered that?
But then I'm emotionally empty right now. I can't.
Wow. Okay, well, thank you so much for our conversation today, Collins. I've really enjoyed it. You've mentioned
so
that
much.
you need to note that when you get into this industry, you need to be perseverant about it.
Yes.
You need to be persistent. You need to understand the market, that it's very competitive, and you know what you're going into this market with that's different.
Yeah, and you need to have a TV host personality. You need to be out there.
You cannot be a person who's quiet and be a makeup artist.
Who?
Oh, wow. Well, this industry is very interesting. Thank you so much for your insight, Collins. It was lovely having you in Metropol Studios.
Thank you so much.
Yes. Now, let's take a short commercial break, and when we come back, we'll be looking at Real Talk, as Game of Thrones has been trending this whole week, and I'm about to break it down for you guys what's happening. Welcome back. Now, today on the Real Talk, we are focusing on taking a look at the Game of Thrones, as it's been trending so much since the beginning of the year, as it's their last season. Now, Game of Thrones actually aired the first episode of season 8 yesterday, I mean today at 4 a.m. Now, let's take a look at a trailer of how the episode turned out.
I know death. He's got many faces. I look forward to seeing this one.
Everything you did brought you where you are now. Where you belong. Home.
They're coming. Our enemy doesn't tire. Doesn't stop. Doesn't feel. I promise to fight for the living. I intend to keep that promise.
Now, that was the first episode of the season 8 Game of Thrones that came out today at 4 a.m. And I'm really excited to watch it. If you haven't, make sure you do. Now, with this first episode having come out, the question that's in a lot of minds of the Game of Thrones diehard fans is, how much are the actors making from the season 8 release? I mean, there have been rumors and reports that the season 8 of Game of Thrones cost HBO over $90 million, which is equivalent to 90 billion Kenyan shillings, making the show the most expensive TV series of all time, despite having the fewest episode this season 8. But now we know for a fact from sources that it cost around $10 million to produce an episode of Game of Thrones, highlighting the $4 million per episode, up from the $6 million they had been using earlier during their first episodes and seasons. But season 8 episodes cost an extra $5 million, making production costs around $50 million per episode for the season 8. And this basically means bigger everything from the batters to the dragons and the direwolves. Now, Before, they were only spending an average of 6 million per episode, and it being 50 million Kenyan shillings. The question is, how much are the Game of Thrones actors making from this season 8? Well, here are a list of some of what the actors are making. Emilia Clarke, who plays Khaleesi, she earns $500,000, followed by Kit Harington, who plays Jon Snow, everyone's favorite, and he earns $500,000 as well. And Sansa Stark, also known as Sophie Turner, earns $500. Now you can see, with a bigger budget for season 8, the actors might end up earning even way more when every episode for season 8 comes out. Well, that's what made it on our World Talk today. Let's move on to our entertainment news. The Rise of Skywalker, Star Wars Episode 9 title has been revealed. The next Star Wars movie, Episode 9, will be titled The Rise of Skywalker. It has been announced. The title, was revealed at Star Wars Celebration event in Chicago, while a teaser trailer was posted on Twitter with the words, "Every generation has a legend." The Rise of Skywalker is due to be released later this year. Well, that's it for E-Magazine today. Thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure you tune in again tomorrow, same time, as we'll have an exciting topic for you as well. Well, enjoy the rest of your viewing. My name is Brandon Emi Chaba. Till next time.